Hey guys, what's going on? This is Ishar, and I recently completed a Zazenkai, which is a short meditation retreat that lasts about a day. And I wanted to talk to you a little bit more about how the Zazenkai was structured and my experiences with it. So the Zazenkai is a meditation retreat held in the Zen tradition. So if you know anything about the Zen Buddhist way, is that it's very structured. So it starts bright and early at 5:30 a.m. So I had to wake up pretty early for it. And it's basically about 12 hours of meditation along with some breaks in it. So if you're new to the practice, it could be very overwhelming. So I want to talk to you about the structure of how everything was set up. So you typically would start the day with some chants, as well as zazen, which is the sitting meditation that you do with back straight, arms like this. And you would typically do that for about 25 minutes. And then after that, you would do kinhin, which is translated to walking meditation. So you would go outside if the weather's nice, and you would hold your hands up towards your chest. And you would walk slowly in meditation with the other people there, I'd say for about 10 minutes. And then you would come back, do another zazen sitting, and then you would do a short, you would basically stand up for, it's called a resting kinhin, where after the zazen you would just stand up for about 5 to 10 minutes, just get the blood flowing back to your legs, and then sit back down for zazen. And then after that, typically we had a Dharma talk video, so just a video just about Zen Buddhism for about 20 minutes. And then we had tea, and then it was back into meditation again. So we did another sitting for a little bit. And after that, we did have breakfast. So it's served in the oryoki style. So you would have 3 bowls in front of you, and you'd have the chopsticks and your spoon. And the Zen tradition is very particular about forms. So you would have to put your bowl in a certain way. You'd have to pour your water in the bowl a certain way as well, and eat really slowly and don't make too much noise. So it's very structured, and they actually show you how to do that before. And after that, we have a short break, and this is just your personal time. And what's interesting is that you can't talk at all. Or, I mean, you can if you say, hey, can I go to the bathroom or something like that. But typically you can talk to the other practitioners, and if you have a question, you can you can ask it, but it's typically frowned upon. So you're not really talking the whole day, and also during your breaks you can be on your phone as well. So it's very immersive. So you're just alone with your thoughts the whole day. And after the breakfast and your break is done, you do another zazen sitting along with kinhin, and you kind of repeat that throughout the day. And towards the end of the day, you will have what's called work. I think, yeah, it's just work. You're just working for about 30 minutes. So you have different chores like cleaning, raking leaves or washing the dishes in the center that you're at. So this kind of mimics the monk life, where they would typically have to do a lot of work for the monastery. And you want to do that meditatively. So when you're washing a dish, you want to do it really slowly and be mindful of how you do it. Oh, and then before your work program, you'll actually have your meal served in the oryoki fashion again, so lunch. And after the work is done, you'll go back for zazen and kinhin and do that again for a few more sessions. So all in all, the Zazenkai was, I'd say, close to 12 hours. So it is a lot of meditation, but it is the sittings are broken up, interspersed between the lunch and your break. So it's not like you're meditating a zazen style for 12 hours, but it is a lot. So now I want to actually talk to you about my personal experience doing the sits. So during the beginning, I had a lot of energy. So right at 5:30 a.m., surprisingly, I was really excited to do it. And I found that was no problem. And towards the middle, so closer towards right after breakfast and not quite lunch yet, that's when my attitude changed, and I was actually really pissed off because my joints hurt, and I was basically sitting for 4 to 5 hours at that point. So that's something you'll actually have to deal with if you do decide to go for a longer sitting, like a Zazenkai. And what you need to do in that situation is notice and acknowledge the pain that you feel and just breathe with it. And so basically, yeah, towards the middle, I was not having it. I was really frustrated. I was just like, screw this place. Why am I here for this long? I don't know if I can continue with it. So a lot of negative thoughts and a lot of resistances, but I sat through it. And then towards the end, so after lunch and a little after the work period as well, I actually got this renewal of vigor. So I felt really, really spacious and free, and that I can handle everything because I sat this long, and my confidence kind of increased. So, with every meditation sitting that you do, you're going to feel a lot different, obviously. But I felt that what I took away from this experience is that I built a lot of resiliency. So it was the first time that I actually sat for meditation sitting for longer than an hour or two. This was, the 12 hours a whole day. And I felt that I really had an understanding of what I was capable of, and I think that experience was really great for me. And I found that, after the day was done, I was able to bring that present mindfulness that I, established within that practice just outside. So I was driving back home from the Zazenkai, and I was listening to some rock music. I was listening to Papa Roach, and I really felt deeper into the music than I did before. So I really got immersed in the experience. So I definitely feel that this sitting has improved my meditation practice a lot, and also, changed my personal life as well. I wouldn't say that I had any kind of awakening experience or enlightenment experience, but I do feel that I've created more of this space, and my mind is really not pulled around by different things. So you almost kind of don't take your mind as seriously as you did before the sitting. So I definitely feel in that sense my practice has grown a lot, and I would definitely recommend this Zazenkai or even a sesshin, which is even longer, like a couple of days, for people who have a solid meditation practice and have been doing it for a couple of years. And the reason why I say this is that you are going to be sitting for a long time, so your joints are going to ache and your mind is going to definitely go crazy. So if you're not used to having this kind of practice, you might be turned off by meditation altogether. So it's really nice to start off slow and then kind of work your way into it. Cool, so that's been my experience with the Zazenkai so far. If you have any questions or any suggestions for future videos, you can leave a comment down below and I'll get back to it. Thanks.